Have you heard the tale of Ariel and Pallor? They were immortal. Brother and sister who made a wager on the nature of man. Ariel, kind-hearted and pure, believed that man was a builder and his failures were the foundation of progress.
Oh,
Pallor,
really now?
cynical and measured, believed that the soul was constantly eroding and that foundation would soon collapse. Yet only time could tell the truth of it. So they entombed themselves deep in an ancient ruin and cast a spell that turned a single night into 1,000 years.
What happened?
When Ariel awoke, she rushed outside to greet the new age. She found cities that kissed the heavens and ships that walked upon the waves. In towns she saw faces creased not by war, but by the broadness of a smile.
And what about Pallor?
In Ariel's excitement, she'd forgotten about her brother, but not for long. Certain that she had won the wager, she ran back to the ruins to tell him the news. Yet, when she opened Pallor's coffin, she found it empty.
Well, that's a clear
save
sign.
for a wooden stake and a pile of dust.
Wow. It just goes to show nothing is black and white.
I'm inclined to agree. We see change around us every day, but change doesn't always mean progress.
Your name can't be a coincidence. Was Pallor your brother?
Yes. Sometimes I wonder if this is another one of his tricks. As if one day he'd walk through that door and it'd be like he never left. But such thoughts are the foolishness of an idle mind, and I've been idle for far too long.
How'd you become a vampire?
It was Pallor who gave me the gift. He called it a spell to ward off time.
I mean, that is kind of true in a sense.
My brother made sure I would never see its trappings. Not in the way you're implying. You see, Pallor hasn't won our wager. Not entirely. Society may always be cynical, but I refuse to be.
That's certainly noble, but is there any way I can help?
Why, yes. There may be. Given my condition, I had to employ 2 young wards to bring me food and supplies.
Yeah, by food and
Neither
supplies.
has returned in a fortnight,
She
however,
most
and I'm
likely
beginning
means
to worry
people.
that they may be in jeopardy. That may be, but I have been dead for a long time, and your concern should be with the living.
My concern is getting food.
I've always had a busy mind, and so I try to keep it occupied. This is hardly the cathedral of knowledge the Arcanium is, but it serves its purpose.
That's interesting. I love that. Okay, before I click on that last one, which is what I'm gonna do. It must be hard living in this remote cabin. Knowledge, bah. Books are dull and they'll dull your blade. I bet it does serve its purpose. It's a perfect place to hide and get drunk. Yes, and if something were to happen, no one would hear you scream either. But I want this last one.
True. And yet, as my brother was wont to say, the only thing we learn is the depths of our ignorance.
Yeah.
For years, I would scold him for his cynicism. Now, I wonder if it was wisdom that made him thus.
Okay, so where should I look?
Lila and Herodes went fishing near the coast of Dawnstar. In my madness, I told them I longed for slaughterfish. Perhaps one of the guards has seen them. If you do head to the city, then you have my gratitude. I can only hope that virtue still rules the hearts of men.
Yeah, virtue. But my character isn't that virtuous. She just does what she needs to survive, even as a vampire. Okay, it's and there's a dragon mound in that direction. Okay. Dawnstar is there. So, you know what? Oh, I don't think I have it. Ah, crap. I don't have any fast travel enabled on this. I think. Oh, wait, never mind. Duh. I've already discovered Markarth. I can just take the stables to Dawnstar from there. So yeah, I had to go back to a previous save because I think another one I had was started to become like unstable or something. It was causing a bunch of problems and stuff. Okay. Alright. Oh, you're here. Okay.
Traveling in the Reach is dangerous. You need a good carriage.
I've been looking for you.
Oh,
Got
okay.
something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Damn couriers.
Let's see here. There's a new museum opening up in Dawnstar.
Oh,
the owner is
right.
asking me to hand out invitations to travelers. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
City of Markarth sure is a beauty.
Yeah, it is.
Need a ride?
Yep. What the hell, your carriage?
Where do you want to go?
I want to go to Dawnstar.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
Okay. Oh, and I love this because, watch. No.
You'd best hurry it up.
Because of the enhanced first-person camera,
Nice weather for a ride.
I can climb in back. I can climb in first person instead of always having to do a third person. There we go. And since I technically already, since I fed before coming here, I should be okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. Dawnstar. And we're going to save. I love the EMB I have installed for this. I have a couple actually.
I'm not against the idea, but why?
I'm just worried about raising a child in the middle of this war of yours.
War of mine. It's not my war, Siren.
Your people's war, I mean. The Nords. What kind of life would we be giving our little one if we stayed here?
Well, let me think about it.
Yeah, that is kind of depressing when you think about it.
Divine sake, Scald. Who do you think was...
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
What should I make of that?
Huh.
He's proud of his service, Scald.
Okay, is this it? Yes, this is it. Dawnstar Barracks.
You lost?
They say that vampires attacked the Hall of the Vigilant, burned it to the ground. Never heard of vampires doing anything like that before.
I love how the moment the guard tells you
Dawnstar
that.
is a strange time, friend.
I love how the moment the guard tells you that, your map updates. Okay, hold on.
What is it?
One of my EMBs I have, and another mod makes it kind of dark in dungeons and jail cells.
What is it?
Um,
Something you need?
yeah, actually. The Ariels ward.
Sure, that's me.
Why haven't you returned yet?
It's my partner, the lizard. He got himself holed up in the dungeon for a week.
Oh, ha!
He's got the Whitbane, the kind that doesn't fix. Not a talker like me, but he's strong as Nox. I'm not worried. Only one way out of jail. Well, there's technically 4 ways, but the other 3 are kind of stupid. If you're smart, you bribe the guard.
Okay, hey, you.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
Be careful what you wish for. That is never a good thing to wish for. I want to pay the Argonians fine.
Done. Convince him to stay out of the city while you're at it.
Okay.
You should say thank you.
I don't like strangers.
Fair enough.
Okay.
We should head back to Ariels. She's probably hungry.
Yep. Hey, let's go.
Is that magic? Careful, please.
Yes.
Guard might get nervous. A woman approaches with her weapon drawn.
Who cares?
I fear the night, because the werewolves and vampires don't.
Oh. Really now? I'll make sure to come back and pay you a visit.
We'll
What
follow
did I-
you back home. Better to travel in a group.
Yep. Okay. Because we have to come back to Dawnstar for another thing. Oh, there's Ariel's cabin. I like these little quests like this. Let's see what else. Yeah, because that... Oh yeah, that's right, Arender. I have to go back to Dawnstar to do the Arender's quest. Okay.
Ah, I see you've returned. And returned my charges in good health. Thank you. And now that you've proven your heart is virtuous, all that's left is your reward. You remind me of myself in some ways. Noble, almost to a fault. But worry not, I don't intend to offer you something as trifling as gold. The reward I am offering you is knowledge. The very same gift Paler gave me. Paler was right. He was always right. And it took me a long time
And
before
here
I
we
understood.
go.
I apologize for what I'm about to do. Every fiber of my being begs me to set you free.
Well,
But no amount of will can bend the nature of man. And so long as he rules our hearts, only in death will we find peace.
I yield. Mercy.
oh, nice. Pretty much the stamina. Actually, no, I will take the bow because I can sell it later.
Time for you to die.
You were saying? Okay, he's only got a rust-bound tunic. And she has a dagger of binding. And a dagger of iron dagger of souls. I can actually take those. And now... crap. Look at the books she's got. Okay. What? Oh, damn. It counts as stealing. Let's see what happens. Those were Paler and Ariels' coffins. Which kind of sucks though, because their ruin was only this small bit, this small thing. Yeah. Kind of sucks that. Okay, hold on. Use Arcade Enchanter. Let's put something useful on that sword. Yeah, not that one. Absorb health. Yeah. Thrister. I don't care if I misspelled it. Yes. Now that I can, let's enchant my gear. Because I want to increase my illusions. Skill. Yeah, what? Hold on. I have so many grand soul gems, it's insane. Farmer boots. One-handed. I know a lot are filled with lesser souls. But some are still filled with grand and greater. Damn. Okay. Alright, let's get out. Let's go. It's kind of sad though, because I like Argonians a lot. Hold on. Nightingales. Oh. Oh, that's on prophecies from across cultures. Okay. Vinius Florini. Anyone who has studied religious history knows that cultures often ascribe different names and rituals to what is ultimately the same god. Lorcan, for instance, is known as Lorcaj, the moon beast in Elsewhere, Sep in Hammerfell, Shor in High Rock, Shor in Skyrim, and Shazar in Cyrodiil. Similarly, the same can be said for fairy tales, legends, and even oracles. Most cultures will have different versions of the same tale, and the same can be said for the prophecy of the Long Night. And the first evidence we find of the prophecy is contained in a previously lost writing of Shalador, in which he predicts the birth of 5 powerful magics that will fell the day. The second comes in the form of an old Khajiit tale. As a reverence for the moons is well known, the verse focuses primarily on the shifting of Maser and Secunda to block out the sun. The passage reads as follows. When the dark magics were cast and the second moon rose to take its throne beside the first, and together eclipsed the sun, the night regained forevermore. There was some debate over whether this refers to the disappearance of the moons and the belief that the Thalmor conjured them back into existence. However, this is clearly not the case, as the passage reflects more ominous tones, whereas most in Elsewhere believe dawn magics were responsible for returning the moons to the night sky. The most curious version of the prophecy, however, comes from an anonymous writer in Morrowind. There should be, yeah. In this version, the tale speaks of a child of destiny born to develop ancient magics that will usher in a new dawn. It speaks little of the Long Night itself, except indicating that the child of destiny will wrought war upon the day, unreadable. When the hour is darkest, a new dawn will emerge. While it is ostensibly a meaningless 3-letter conjunction, the unreadable portion of the text is key, as whether the word and or the word but is used changes the meaning of the passage completely. Okay. As such, even amongst the same culture, there are two ways of interpreting the same prophecy. Of course, like legends or myths, prophecies can continue to grow and evolve as long as they never come to fruition. For if the long night were to actually pass, there would be little trouble coming to a consensus. What's in the barrel? Oh, salt pile and raw beef. Okay. I will come back to get the rest of those books. Okay, nothing good in there. Blue robes. That's about it. That barrel. And then there's you. Okay.